Hello, everyone. It's August 6th, 2024. So it's time for RPGaDay 2024. Our sixth prompt, number 6, is an RPG that is easy to play. I'm going to submit a family of RPGs. These are the games starting with Warlock. These are from Fire Ruby Designs by Greg Saunders. But I think he got other writers that have collaborated on the other two that I'm going to talk about, mention. But we start with Warlock, which is an old school rules light homage, not throwing back to original D&D, but throwing back to the original Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game. That's been followed. I mean, there's several supplements for Warlock, but that's also been followed up with Warp Star, which is uses the same basic game design and mechanics, but it is more set in a Warhammer 40K kind of a setting, in default setting, really with an eye for being an homage to Rogue Trader, the Rogue Trader game. Not so much Space Marines and Imperial Guard, but more the original Rogue Trader game and the Rogue Trader role-playing game that came out of that. And then more recently, they've added Wet Wired, which is sort of a Shadowrun cyberpunk setting that also has magic and fantastic elements if you want to include those. So, but how the basic game for Warlock works is, it's real quick to make a character. And you can listen to earlier episode where I talk about playing Wet Wired at North Texas RPG Con, including helping Carl Rodriguez make the pre-generated characters. But you've got a set of beginning skills, and then you assign certain skills at level 5, certain at level 4, and so on and so on. You roll for your stamina, which is basically your hit points. You roll for your character's luck. You pick, they call it a community, so that's going to be human, elf, dwarf. And then there's some description of things that each of these halflings as well can do. It's really more of a description than anything else. There's not a lot of stats associated with these. And then you pick a career, a basic career. At some point you can switch careers like you could in the old Warhammer games, right? And then that's kind of the game. You get a few more skills based on your career, and then you equip your character, and you can roll. You can roll things randomly, or you can pick depending on how you want to set up the game. And that's it. And then you've got a set of skills with different bonuses, and you may get some equipment that affects those skills depending on how you use it. And the whole mechanic is roll a 20-sided die, add the value of your skill or the equipment you're using, and if the result is a 20 or higher, that's a success. And, just eyeballing it and also reading the reviews. I haven't got a chance to play Warlock yet. It looks like it would go just as smoothly as the Wet Wired game is. 5-10 minutes to make a character. Very intuitive. Just sit down because your character is basically a list of skills along with their stamina and luck. And it works very smoothly and very quickly, and it's really easy to grasp just within a couple minutes of playing. We had, Carl running Wet Wired. I had played before. There was somebody else who'd played a lot of role-playing games, and then there were people who were very new. I think they'd played RPGs, but they were very new they'd never played anything from this family of games. And just a couple minutes, it made sense to all of them, and we had a good solid, 2.5, 3 hours of play where there wasn't a lot of having to, how does this rule work, or what am I doing? It went really smoothly. So I like these games. I've got a full slate of games right now, but I do want to, at some point in the near future, get a chance to look at Warlock and actually play some Warlock, and maybe some Warp Star as well. So it looks like a lot of fun. I know the Wet Wired game was a lot of fun. So there it is. That's a family of games. I'll put a link in this episode description to where you can get the games on DriveThruRPG. Great stuff, very affordable, well-reviewed, but well-received by a lot of other gamers, and I certainly had a lot of fun, so be sure and check it out. All right, that's it for day 6. Wherever you are out there, take care of yourself and make somebody happy today.